Thanks for clicking on the video, and here today at Nerd Mimic we're going to do a walkthrough of a big Warhammer official game store. In fact, this is the largest one on the west coast of the United States that I've been informed. And not only is this a Warhammer store, this is a Warhammer store with a cafe, and there's only 3 of them. So this is one of them here in Monrovia, Southern California. Another one's in England, and there's another one in Japan. So this is pretty cool to see. So I had a video in the beginning, but unfortunately you cannot film within the store. So I took a lot of pictures. There's about 100 of them, and we'll show you all of them that I took. And honestly, photographs are probably better to show off these awesome miniatures within this main store. So I've been to a couple of other Warhammer stores before, and I thought the best one I've been to was actually the one in Barcelona, but I never saw this one. And the miniatures painted by the crew here are fantastic. It's beyond belief. So not only is this a store, once again there is a cafe, and there's also a little setup you'll see in a bit where they can people can walk in and be introduced to the Warhammer legacy and IP and paint some of the miniatures for free. So you'll see my daughter do that here in a bit. So here are some of the dioramas that you can see here. I have to admit, I don't know all of the creatures or armies presented, as there are hundreds, if not thousands, of minis within this store painted to such a high standard. So of course there are going to be display pieces here for the games and the boxes. There's even some McFarlane action figures you can see there. And the displays here, these are in the front window. So this was a little bit difficult to take because the light is from behind, so sorry about that. But most of the displays I took pictures are from within the store. So hopefully you like what you're seeing, and you could hopefully subscribe. That certainly helps me out, as I'm a small channel trying to reach 1,000. And if you do like this, hopefully you could share a comment, and maybe I could visit more Warhammer stores as well. So this is a cool display where they tell you how to build, to paint, to play, and here to collect. And the last one here to read, to get introduced to the setting. And here is my daughter with a free mini that they gave her to set up and paint. Now this is a pretty cool display they have within the store as well. Interesting bronze work to be seen at the store here. Moving on to smaller individual showpiece miniatures painted. Here's another army with wonderfully painted banners. Now this is a huge diorama encased, very detailed background. The miniatures are fixed to the background itself. They're not on bases, so it's really just a set piece to enjoy. There's some close-ups of it. And look at the background of the building too. It's just a wonder to behold. These are some larger miniatures as showpieces. Some flying dragons. I'm assuming a large god. Some futuristic mechs. Now coming up, we have actually not a miniature, but it's a Joy toy. It's going to be this Invictus right here. I know you've seen these before. This is a setup near the cafe entrance, or the cafe bar, I should say. So really amazing, well done painted miniatures here. hope these photographs can do these miniatures some justice. So I think some of those in the back there, they're being primed, getting ready to be set to be painted later. There's an interesting display, Start a Warhammer Club. There's my daughter still working on her mini. Here is some Lord of the Rings material. This is a very interesting, nice diorama. So when I was growing up, I did have a couple of Warhammer stores around me, and the one in the mall closest to me shut down maybe a decade ago, and I didn't know that there were still stores in existence. And apparently I've been told by the staff that the company decided to close all the stores within malls themselves. And if there was one in the mall, they would move it down the street or somewhere else locally. So I came across this store by accident while trick-or-treating with friends in a different neighborhood, and I had no idea that this existed in this small suburbia of Los Angeles. So it was a cool accident to find, and I came back today with my daughter to film this in the daytime. I love this army here, all yellow. Very well done. And here's a place you can lounge around in. Interesting enough, there's a Christmas tree still there. And this is in October, just right after Halloween. A giant Nurgle stuffed plush toy. Pretty cool to see. And apparently very huggable. Here's the cafe front with a simple menu, mostly just drinks. There's a couple of cookies and small snacks to be had as well. Here's some other interesting Warhammer related merchandise, some cups, a little clutch bag, some cards. There's that Christmas stocking I mentioned. So if you're ever around the area, it's pretty cool to check out. Spend a day, get a drink. They definitely have board games there as well. Here's my daughter doing a crazy wacky pose. And that's it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Keep on adventuring out there.